world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out. Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
This is a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the anthem still rages. And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
Finally, we must have what I'm sure is going to be an energetic debate. That is, of course, Game of the Year. Nominated are Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Detroit Become Human, Fallout 76, Fortnite, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Super Mario Party. It's a truly epic list. Chloe Fox, which game stands out in your mind?
Well, I think the first one that comes to my mind is Fallout 76. I know that since its release, it's copped a lot of flack from a lot of people. A lot of people that have done reviews on it have said that it wasn't what they were looking for in terms of matching the hype that Bethesda said that they were going to create. But I think if you compare it to other survival multiplayer games that are on the market at the moment, you've got Ark, you've got 7 Days to Die, Conan Exiles, The Forest. I think it matches up with them. I think it's as good or as bad as them. I don't think there's that much negativity about the game. I think people seem to sort of jump on the bandwagon a bit just to maybe get views or something.
So the move to the cooperative space then, that paid off in your mind?
Yeah, well, I think they've done a beautiful job of creating a multiplayer game. I think the graphics are incredible. I know a lot of people weren't sold on the graphics, but they're comparing it to other Fallouts, which you can't do because they're single player games, they're not multiplayer games. When you enter a multiplayer space, the graphics, I mean, you have to take into account that it's a multiplayer game, and you just can't compare the two. You can't compare Fallout 4 to Fallout 76 because games don't work like that. You can't compare a single player to a multiplayer game. So I think they did an amazing job. I think the graphics are great. I think the stories are extremely immersive. The creatures that you come up against, there's so many different monsters and enemies that you have to fight. The building system is incredible. I love the building system, and the crafting system's great. So there's not a lot of negativity that I have from it. I think it's definitely one of my favorite games of the year.
And you're certainly right that there's a lot
opinion.
You're certainly right, there is a lot of variety on the list. There is quite a range of different games. Is there one that stands out to you?
Oh, it's hard too, because it's more just a clash of genres, right? Like, you know, Chloe's obviously talking about Fallout being a multiplayer game, but, you know, there are so many good single-player titles on this list as well. Obviously, God of War, Detroit, just to name a couple. And we've sort of heard this rolling narrative of multiplayer is winning and single-player games are dying, yet I think God of War is probably the best game of the year. And Detroit as well, a story game that, you know, does not have linear pathways whatsoever, and it shows you that there are completely different routes that this game can go.
Yeah. Being the year that it has, I've only really recently beaten God of War, and I was blown away by just like how incredible that narrative is and how attached you not only become to Kratos and Atreus, but also the range of side characters as well, and how much of their story that the game becomes as well. On top of that, you've got incredible sort of combat as well. It's not just the narrative in that case, it's the gameplay too, right?
Yeah, it's just such a satisfying game. I mean, you know, it's not often you're like, oh, killing people is fantastic, but God of War, it really is.
100%, yeah. I think I'm almost in agreement about God of War being, you know, the best game this year. spent the last week kind of deliberating between God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 because I think they're both amazing games, and single player games are my bread and butter besides my indies. So I'm like, that's the category I want to push. But I think Red Dead Redemption 2 deserves to win because it's the best example of its genre so far. Like the open world action adventure game, like it just does everything that it possibly can. Everything that you could imagine out of a game like that, it's in Red Dead Redemption 2. And I think God of War is the same. God of War is probably the best example of an action hack and slash kind of semi role playing game that we've seen so far. But honestly, the final decision came down to which main character says "boy" the best. Because you've got Arthur Morgan and his horse, you've got boy, and then you've got you've got boy.
Yeah,
and
like the big Kratos.
That's it. Yeah. That's game of the year. That's my boy of the year.
Well, I hope you guys are gonna attack me for this, but my game of the year is Fortnite. I gotta admit, I played so much Red Dead and God of War. We've spoken about a number of games today that I absolutely loved. But I don't think anything kind of really pulled me away from Fortnite. I just put so much hours into that, and I was reading patch notes every time they came out, and it's pretty rare that I'm just reading through pages of patch notes and with such kind of anticipation as I did for Fortnite. Never learned dance moves for a game before, and I did for that. It's just crazy, but it's a game that my brother and I would play, and it really kind of brings the two of us together. And it's been a while as well that I've played so consistently with my group of mates as I have with Fortnite.
Right.
And it's just been such a zeitgeist. So everyone's been talking about it. It feels really in the moment. And so when it comes to discussing game of the year, I feel like that encompasses so much.
Absolutely.
It encompasses narrative we've spoken about. It encompasses gameplay, multiplayer and single player elements like that. But I think at the end of the day, when I think about it, and which game did I have the most enjoyment with? Which one sort of really kind of captured my attention the most? And given the year it has, that's a tough field. But Fortnite kind of springs to mind there, I gotta say. Is anyone wholeheartedly against me on that?
I mean, I agree. I think Fortnite for the gaming community has really taken the gaming community to a different scale in the global market. I think one of the really great things about Fortnite is the fact that it's cross-platform. It doesn't it's so inclusive of everyone. If you've got kids at school, if one's got an Xbox, one's got a PlayStation, they can still play together. So no one's left out of the fact that you're talking about a certain game because everyone can play it, which is really, really cool. They've also done so much for charity around the world. I know recently there was the pro streamer celebrity Fortnite event, which was just fantastic. One of the streamers I watched, Kitty Plays, came third. She donated $125,000 to her local animal shelter. It's just the amount of money that Fortnite have thrown to charities around the world is just fantastic, and I think it's really doing such positive things for the gaming community.
Yeah, I think when you talk about global impact, when you're talking about game of the year, it's you could vote for the highest quality game of the year or the most popular, but I think for global impact, Fortnite just has
so
every
big
base covered. It's bringing communities together, it's bringing charities, it's doing so much that I think a lot of people would deride you for having that opinion. I think, but it's valid. It's 100% valid.
Yeah, I feel like the other one that really stands out on this list is Marvel's Spider-Man as well. Did someone get the opportunity to play that?
I played a ton of that. Obviously, I played a lot of the Batman Arkham games as well, so I had that sort of superhero genre background there. And coming into Spider-Man, again, the combat's just fantastic system. And it really just delivers on the true comic book nature that you would want in a video game. It doesn't take itself too seriously. You can have fun doing it.
And the web swinging feels so good as well. That is a truly special game. And it's a truly special list of games. Picking a winner is going to be very, very hard indeed, and we're just going to have to wait and see who takes away the coveted Game of the Year award. But first, we're going to cross to the organiser of the Australian Game Awards, Joel Van Dahl.
Hey guys, pleased to join you.
Welcome, Joel. Tell us what the Game Changer Award represents.
So I absolutely love this award. It quite possibly could be my favourite award of the night. I think what the Game Changer allows us to do is to shine a spotlight on individuals across journalism that have made a difference to the way games are seen and the way games are promoted to different parts of the world. really is, I think, the essence of the Australian Games Awards and what is the essence really of games in general and the positive message that they can deliver.
Could you tell us a little about each of the finalists?
So, not to go too Liam Neeson on this, but each of tonight's 5 amazing finalists have their own special, unique set of skills. I definitely do not envy the Australian Games community who had to, first of all, nominate and then vote on this category. And maybe that's it. Maybe it's not necessarily just the award winner tonight. Maybe it is the sum of the parts that makes the Game Changer so special. These 5 finalists have taken the message of games to the world.
Thank you, Joel. Good luck with the Australian Game Awards tonight.
Thanks so much for having me on, guys. Looking forward to seeing you at the show tonight.
Well, folks, it is nearly time. We are just seconds away from the first ever Australian Game Awards, celebrating excellence in the Australian gaming scene as voted by you. I've been your host, Ewan. I've been joined today by Dean, Chloe Fox, and Kieran. This is a truly special moment, and we could not be more excited to be celebrating it with you together. This has been the Press Start pre-show for the Australian Game Awards, and without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Welcome to the Australian Game Awards.
The odds a little, I'm in demand, dropping the borders in, breaking the orders, man. I'm on a jet plane, onto the new age, showing them everything, anything. I'm on adrenaline, new page. Where the connectors in, where the projectors in. My heart is pumping 1,000 miles per hour. Game on. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level. My head is thumping 1,000 miles per hour. Game on. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level.
Please welcome to the stage your host for the 2018 Australian Games Awards, Stephanie Hex Bendixson.
Oh, thanks, guys. Well, welcome to the very first Australian Games Awards. Yeah. Pretty exciting. Bit fancy. Cool to have something like this here. Well, I'd like to begin tonight's proceedings by acknowledging the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land. We pay our respects to the elders, both past and present. My name is Stephanie Bendixson, and I am absolutely stoked to be your host for tonight's incredible celebration. I hope you're excited for the epic night we had ahead of us. One person is a lot. I've really been looking forward to it, and I know what a feat it is to pull something like this together. Speaking of which, an event like this, of course, cannot occur without some very cool sponsors. So please join me in saying thank you, because we couldn't be here without them. Bethesda, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, Turtle Beach, and 4Gamers. If you're watching the stream at home, we'd love you to join in on Facebook, on Twitter and Instagram using the hashtag the AGAs. Well, I think it's safe to say the video game landscape has changed a lot over the past decade. 9 years ago, I started my role on Good Game at the ABC, and it was a very different space to be in. Women were scarce in the industry. Media events were a veritable dude fest, although it did mean that there was never a line for the women's bathroom, which I kind of liked. And I was regularly referred to as a girl gamer, because apparently my femaleness wasn't obvious enough. I needed to be identified as different from all the boy gamers out there. YouTube was just taking off. Live streaming wasn't a thing. And I think I'd only made a handful of tweets at that time, one of which went something like, well, this is stupid, doubt this will ever take off. I mean, while that time feels like eons ago, it wasn't really. And even though there were some sometimes serious, sometimes scary moments, for the most part it feels like the world of video games has suddenly just slammed its foot on the accelerator, propelling it forward with unstoppable force. I don't think you can call this niche anymore. When Gamergate happened, I wasn't sure how we would all come out the other side of it. But I do think it sparked as many meaningful conversations as it did just blind hatred. And while we were all shocked and harrowed to be going through it as a community, I do think we managed to grow past it and learn that games are not just for a specific group of dedicated diehards anymore. They're for everyone. And while social media certainly has its pitfalls, I think these platforms and live streaming channels have only served to open wider doors to let more people in. So I'm really grateful for that. Because I have always loved and will continue to love games. And I want other people to love them too. I want games to continue to mature and take risks. I want genres to continue to broaden and grow. I want our individual experiences to be shared and explored so that the world can see how incredible games are. I want Australia to keep making strides in development, bringing our unique voice to the industry. I want women to feel like there isn't a barrier for them and for games to present more diverse casts of characters so that the people who are playing them see themselves reflected. We're all here because this community is one we're not only proud to be a part of, but one we're willing to foster. Celebrating and acknowledging your peers tonight is a testament to that, so thank you. 9 years ago, when I first started, I didn't feel like this was a community that was willing to make room for me, but it did. And if we each of us can make even one other person feel like they can share this with us, then I think we're taking steps in the right direction. And I can continue to say that I'm proud to be part of the gaming community. Thank you. I'd now like to welcome the Australian Games Awards producer, Joel Van Dahl.
Introducing Joel Van Dahl.
Firstly, how about another round of applause for Hex? That was outstanding. So thank you, and as the video just said, I am Joel Van Dahl. We have 30 categories to get through tonight, which is a mammoth undertaking, so I promise I won't take up too much of your time. But like Hex said, I love games. Games have the ability to let us feel, to grow, to learn, to compete, and to discover who we are and where we fit in the world. Whether you play games digitally or on a tabletop, whether you compete in stadiums around the world or you channel gaming into your cosplay, it is games that bind us all together. So I'm going to paraphrase a man who I have a great deal of respect for and has actually taught me a lot about games, and that's former NZGDA chairperson Stephen Knightley. Whilst we sit back to enjoy a great movie or TV show, for games, we sit forward. And I think that says a lot about games and what they mean to us as a community. And just as much as I love games, I love the Australian Games community. Together, we've been able to build something very special in the Australian Games Awards. We called on the community to hear from you for arguably the first time what it is you want to see rewarded. As a community, over 45,000 people lodged over 75,000 votes across our 30 awards in only 10 days. And not one single category had less than 1,000 votes. So to close, I want to thank you. Thank you to our sponsors, to our Ultimate fans here, and our industry members here with us tonight. Thank you to everybody watching us live now on Twitch. And thank you to the Australian Games community. This is your voice, your awards, and for me, it's a privilege to be able to present it on your behalf. Thank you. So it's now my great pleasure to introduce tonight's first presenter, Anne Luna.
Your next presenter, Anne Luna.
Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great night, and special shout out to Twitch, my favorite platform. So I'd like to announce the multiplayer/online title of the year. So this is our first award for this evening. And it's celebrating the best online or multiplayer title released this year. So our first finalist is Battlefield 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, woo! Fortnite, we all love that game, don't we? Monster Hunter World, and finally, Sea of Thieves. And your winner is... Hold for suspense. Fortnite! What a surprise! So, Fortnite is the winner. I will take the award because I deserve it. I'm taking it on their behalf. Okay. So now, please welcome Miles Ross to the stage.
Presenting your next award, esports icon, Miles Ross.
Good evening, all. How are we? That's exactly what I thought. Right, now it's time for the esports title of the year. This award is for the best title played competitively in 2018, although it can have been released in the previous year. Any esports fans in the house? Why am I not surprised? Without further ado, your finalists are... Counter-Strike Global Offensive. League of Legends. Overwatch. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Thanks, Doc.
Tell me this thing is contained.
For now, it's adapted.
And Rocket League. And your winner is... It's Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege!
Hello. I wasn't told if we were able to give a speech, so I'm just going to give one anyway. Thank you so much to the Australian Games community for voting Rainbow Six Siege, an esports title that's only been around for 3 years this month. We're very young, but we really try to put on an entertaining product. I want to thank all the fans who tune into the Pro League every week, and to all the fans that come to our events. It's fantastic to see the passion for this game grow and grow, and 2019 is going to be an amazing year for Rainbow Six, and we hope you all come along for the ride. Thank you so much.
Consider Rage 2 for Best Flight Sim. Consider Rage 2 for Best Flight Sim.
Your next presenter, Chris Holmes.
Wow, there are a lot of people here tonight. My goodness. How are you all doing? Thank you for having me here. It's great to be here. I'm here tonight to present the best mobile or handheld title of the year. This is for the best mobile or handheld title released in 2018. And your finalists are... Fortnite,
your many grand adventures
Octopath
here.
Traveler.
We begin with our 8 travelers.
Paperbark. Piffle. And Stormboy. And your winner is... Octopath Traveler. So Square Enix can't be here today to accept the award, so Nintendo Australia, who published the game locally, will be here to accept it on their behalf. Hello. Congratulations.
So good.
So good. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Please welcome Nate Bramley to the stage to present the next award.
Please welcome Planet 1UP's Nate Bramley.
So yes, that's me dressed as a Pokemon trainer. I hope you all are having a lovely evening. Thank you. As the name suggests, this is for the best family or kids title release in this year. And your finalists are... Overcooked 2. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I said Eevee first because it's the better Pokemon. Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Super Mario Party. And Unravel 2. And your winner is... Spyro Reignited Trilogy! I would like to invite IGEA CEO Ron Curry to the stage to accept this reward on behalf of Activision. Maybe. Ah, beautiful. I would now like to welcome a more attractive Nate Patrick to the stage to present Sports, Racing or Fighting Title of the Year.
Presenting for you now, Fox Sports, Nathan Patrick.
I like to think that all Nates are beautiful, but thank you. I am here for one of our broadest awards, and one that was super competitive this year. It is the best sports, racing, or fighting title of the year. And your finalists are...
Bring it on.
Dragon Ball Fighters. Forza Horizon 4.
Their own distinct characteristics.
Mario Tennis Aces.
Tiles on the Nintendo Switch system allow up to 4 players to step onto the court together.
NBA 2K19. And finally, WWE 2K19. And your winner is... Forza Horizon 4! No speeches, please. But happy to welcome back to the stage, Hex.
If there were speeches, you would never leave. In saying that, what a wonderful... No, I won't. I'm going to present the next award. It's for Tabletop of the Year, which I think is cool. Tabletop of the Year was actually the 30th and final award to be added to this year's awards following a massive outpouring from the community, which I just love. I think tabletop being such a popular category tells us that even in this world of ever-advancing games technology, we're still keen to get in the same room with one another and celebrate the gaming experience together. Much like we're doing right now. Yeah. This is the award that honours the best tabletop or RPG to boast a major release in 2018. Your finalists are... Fallout Wasteland Warfare. Good Society, a Jane Austen role-playing game. Rain by Garage Games Australia. Terrible Candidates by Half Monster Games. The Brigade by Red Engine Games. And your winner is... Terrible Candidates. This next award is for Audio Brand of the Year. We're celebrating some pretty amazing games tonight, but what are games without earth-shattering explosions, the swell of an evocative soundtrack, and the glorious subtleties of ambient surround sound. This award gives a nod to the amazing companies who've released the best audio gear, provided great ongoing support, and has engaged with its user base this year. Your finalists are... Audio-Technica, HyperX, Logitech G, Plantronics, Turtle Beach, the winner is Plantronics. We're moving on now to Controller and Accessory Brand of the Year. So leaving audio behind, we move on to the devices that connect us to the game itself. The award for Controller and Accessories. This category looks at the accessories brands that have released the best gear, have provided great ongoing support, and has engaged with its user base. Your finalists are... AK Racing, Official Nintendo, Official PlayStation, Official Xbox, Razer, and the winner is Razer. I will accept this on Razer's behalf. The next award is for Strategy Title of the Year. So, all right, settle down, buddy. Got my eyes on you. Really? Whilst this category has had not so many nominations, voting for Best Strategy Title of the Year was fierce and one of the most tightly contested. Here are your finalists.
No horizon in sight.
Frostpunk,
The rulers of old.
Into the Breach, The Banner Saga 3, Valkyria Chronicles 4,
I'll do my part if you promise to do yours.
and the winner is... Frostpunk. So the team from 11-Bit Studios can't be here with us today, but they are hard at work in Poland, and we're going to accept the award on their behalf. So. Congrats, team.
Defy the odds a little. I'm in demand. Dropping the borders and breaking the orders, man. I'm on a jet plane. Onto the new age. Showing them everything, anything. I'm on adrenaline, new page. We're the connectors and we're the projectors and my heart is pumping 1,000 miles per hour. Game on. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level. My head is thumping 1,000 miles per hour. Game on. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level.
Please now welcome to the stage Bradley Bless RNG Jolly.
Please welcome Bradley Bless RNG Jolly.
Thanks again to all of you for joining us tonight. I have the honor of presenting Role-Playing Game of the Year. 2018 has had a significantly large amount of fantastic titles in this genre released, and I get to announce this award as voted specifically by the Australian gaming community. The finalists for Role-Playing Game of the Year are Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Detroit, Become Human,
This is where it all began.
Kingdom Come, Deliverance, Monster Hunter World, finally, Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee editions. All fantastic games, as we all know. The winner for Role-Playing Game of the Year goes to Detroit, Become Human. Congratulations to PlayStation. Give him a hand, make some noise. Keep the noise coming as we present our next presenter tonight, Vera Chimera. Thank you.
Please welcome Vera Chimera.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic night. And as funnily enough, as the title suggests, this award is for Best Action and Adventure title released in 2018. And your finalists are Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Detroit Become Human,
This is where it all began. That bow's a little big for you, isn't it?
God of War,
Said I'd go into it.
Call the play, coach.
Marvel Spider-Man,
He's taking the city apart piece by piece. Time I return the favor.
My best friend. You know how
and Red Dead Redemption 2.
back in 78 or thereabouts.
And the winner is Red Dead Redemption 2! very much, and I will invite Hex back on stage. Thank you.
Well, this next award looks at the best independently developed title released in 2018 from any studio from across the globe. It's actually really wonderful to see so many Australian titles as nominees and among our finalists. It's that support and enthusiasm for Australian-made games that will help our industry to continue to grow and evolve. Here are the finalists. Celeste. Damsel. Dead Cells. Hollow Knight. Stormboy. And the winner is Hollow Knight. Unfortunately, Team Cherry can't be with us tonight, so we proudly accept this award on their behalf. This next award is for Shooter of the Year. Here are your finalists. Battlefield 5. Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Unlike the chosen one sent before,
Far Cry 5.
God will never let you take me.
Fortnite. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. But there can be only one. The winner is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So Ron Curry, the AGAs CEO, will again accept this award on Activision's behalf. Round of applause for Adams, by the way. Look how great he is.
Consider Rage 2 for best performance.
It's like me in the morning. Gaming. This next award is for Gaming Publication of the Year. So this next set of awards is going to celebrate the Australian games media. This award for games media is for the games media outlet who has produced the best coverage of video games in 2018. This includes print, online, podcasts, and video. It's one of our major categories. The award features 10 finalists, and they are the Filthy Casuals Podcast, Game Informer Australia, Game On, Australia. Good game, Spawn Point. Go2.game. IGN Australia. Pixel Sift. Press Start Australia. Vooks. And well played. Your winner is Press Start Australia. So this next award is the Game Changer Award. It's a very special one. It acknowledges an amazing group of journalists who have influenced positive change in games. Here are the finalists. I'll just read them out. Oh no. Whoa. Got there. Alice Clark. Dr. Elena Cole. Max Lawton. Ray Johnston. Steve Wright. The winner is Ray Johnston.
Hello. I've been nominated for 21 awards during my journalism career, and this is the first one I've won. So you're going to sit through a speech. It's not long, I promise. I've just dropped my award. Keep it safe, Steph, keep it safe. Mandanguru, that's thank you in my language, Wiradjuri language. Thank you, Steph. Thank you to Joel and Trade Media for putting on the first ever Australian Games Awards. This is awesome. I want to thank the sacrifices of the Eora people of the Gadigal Nation that mean that we can gather here. on this country today where sovereignty was never ceded, and I pay my respects to elders past, present, and any of my Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander brothers or sisters that might be in the room with us tonight. I hope there are some, because we need some more representation in games. There are so many incredible games journalists working in Australia. I'm lucky enough now in my role as editor at Junkie to be able to have even a handful of them create beautiful stories for me and for you all, celebrating the things that bring us here tonight, which is video games. I have the microphone, so this means you do have to listen to a quick story. I will let them drag me off shortly, but for my first gig in games media, which was also almost a decade ago, I was hired to be eye candy. I was to be good to look at and very little else. I was instructed by my producer to dumb down my knowledge in the belief that this would make games journalism more accessible, easier to digest by a mainstream audience. And today I'm actually grateful for not only the experience I gained while working in that role and the people that I met and the platform that it gave me to continue to work in games media, but I'm grateful that it set the tone for everything else I did in the rest of my career. Because once I got over the hurdle of having to prove my credibility, I got to the good part, because I love more than anything dispelling the myths around games, providing proven counterpoints to damaging sensationalist reporting, and drawing attention to the incredible benefits that games can bring to our lives. And having the opportunity to speak to everyday people in an accessible but informed way to help calm fears or simply stir imagination and excitement around games is something I will never take for granted. I, like Steph, felt a little lonely when I first started in games media. You know, the challenges that both of us faced are often so different to our male colleagues. So I'm grateful for the women who were here when I started, who paved the way. And I'm honoured to be a part of fostering the next generation of underrepresented people in games media and the games industry through the Working Lunch mentorship program. This award to me means that the people who have been watching and reading and listening to my work reckon that I'm doing a pretty good job. And that means a lot. So thank you all. Thank you also to my husband Jess for always making sure that I remember my house keys. To my son Seth, who is always the reason I aim to do better. Thank you to Ali McLean for always letting me tag along on your missions to make the industry a better place. Kelsey Gamble for your unwavering support and wisdom. Yug for never failing to make me question my decisions. Mark Serrels for always having my back. They're going to take the mic off me now. There are so many more people to thank. I'll thank you all on Twitter. Thank you very much.
This next award is for Journalist of the Year. So closing out our Journalism Awards is Journalist of the Year. It's for the Australian-based journalist that has produced the best work in 2018 as decided by the Australian games community. It can be across multiple media platforms. Your finalists are... Alice Clark. Hope Corrigan. Ray Johnston. Shannon Grixty. And your winner is... If I was really kind, I would have told you not to leave. Ray Johnston. to stand between you and the microphone.
One quick thing.
Oh my gosh, you have another one.
I do have another
It's got
one.
to be really quick. They're getting really angry at me.
Are they? Look, I just want to say that you're all awesome. This is great. I won't talk for long, I promise. No, this means heaps. I've been doing this for a long time, and look, I'm really grateful. I want to give a big shout out to the other journalists that were in my category as well, and to the many, many journalists that aren't here tonight, whose work I've admired for so many years. You've done an excellent job. Cool. Is that all right?
Consider Rage 2 for Best Sound Design.
The next award is for Cosplayer of the Year. So Cosplayer of the Year has been a massively popular category, and it's understandable why. Cosplayers bring our favourite characters off the screen and into the world, and I think we all know how much time, money and energy goes into some of those costumes. We now celebrate the best cosplayers in Australia as voted by the Australian gaming community. Your finalists are... Astro Kerry, Beaky Cosplay, Cosplay Chris, Infamous. Oh no, where is Danielle? Your winner is Where is Danielle? So Danielle is unable to be with us tonight, but Vera Chimera will accept this award on her behalf. Fine, she's doing it backstage, we can move on. So social media permeates all of our lives in some way or another. Personally, I use it to post pictures of my face and of my dog's face. People seem to prefer the dog pics, which is understandable. But some people use their platforms to foster incredible communities around what they do. Social Media God is for the content creator who has shown the best use of social media and community engagement. Your finalists are... Oh, it's Twitch's Barjo. Janelle Amy.
These features have already been almost
Man Fight Dragon.
disabled. However, I have been able to restore them to some degree, and that's what we'll be seeing today.
Hero skins to play as,
Muselk.
everything else. This update looks absolutely insane. And today on the channel, we are going to go through all of it.
Well, maybe I hope they are.
The Click Crew.
This is a pretty obvious spot to be hiding in your bedroom. But you see, I've come up with a plan.
Alexa.
And your winner is... The Click Crew. So accepting this award on behalf of the Click Crew is the Masterbox. Masterbox. There he is. Ah, YouTube. Without it, we'd all be lost. I wouldn't have learned how to make paleo pancakes, or do this flicky eyeliner thing with my makeup, or figure out that solution to the Tomb Raider puzzle, which I was totally just about to get. It's just that I pressed the wrong button when I went into the lever thingy, you know. But I figured it out. It was, you know, I pretty much had it. We're going to take a look at the finalists now for the best Australian YouTubers, as voted by you.
Montage of me
Bordy.
and getting them down to 10 health.
Camel Works.
My characters.
Diligracy.
All day creating, and also their little house I built, and to really get started exploring this expansion pack, becoming a celebrity.
The Sim Supply.
Damn it, I just tried to do the intro of a video. Oh, now you're here too. All right, bye. Oh, okay, well.
Zuckles. The winner is James Turner, The Sim Supply. Well, I'd now like to take this opportunity to give a warm welcome to Microsoft's Robert Matthews, who has joined us tonight, making the massive trip from the US. It's truly an honour to have you.
Please welcome Rob Matthews, General Manager, Gaming Integrated Marketing at Microsoft.
Good evening. It's my honor to be here in Australia to present the award for Mixer Creator of the Year as chosen by our amazing Mixer community. Your finalists are Duke of Flukes.
Yeah, go and relax, mate. Just relax. I see.
KT Lodo.
Because there's a 12 gig update
Legend Tricks.
on Call of Duty. It's 12 gigs. So
I like to
Lil Devil Tan.
mixer formerly known as Beam. All you want to do is see me do my thing.
And Miss Z. And your winner is Duke of Flukes. Unfortunately, Duke of Flukes couldn't be here, so we accept on their behalf. Thank you.
This next award is for Twitch Creator of the Year. Streaming may look easy. Camera, green screen, you're away. If you were to ever tune into one of my streams, you'd be treating to sort of my out-of-sync voice trying to talk through the other 5 technical issues that I was facing. It's really not as easy as it looks. And yet streamers open a window into their gaming lives for us to be a part of every day. This is the Twitch Creator of the Year. Your finalists are Astro Kitty Live.
they invited me to
Loser
play
Fruit.
the creative mode, a new mode that is coming out soon. So that is what is in this video. There's only a select few of us got to play
loadouts
it.
with some of the viewers, and
Pestily.
a thermal scope on top of an ASVL, and it was just crazy what I could see on customs. So I decided to go back in there.
That's Twitch's Barjo. Toby on the telly. Good clip. Your winner is Toby on the telly. Toby can't be with us tonight, so we'll accept this award on his behalf. Starting out as a content creator can be tough. Sometimes it just feels like you're throwing things out into the void and no one's listening. But when you create something that connects with people, pretty amazing things can happen. This next award celebrates content creators that have experienced massive growth over the past 12 months. Your finalists are Colorful.
Oh, God, he put it in his mouth.
Creator.
Oh, it's nasty. Oh, God, what am I doing?
Duke of Flukes.
Relax, mate. Just relax. I see. Yep.
Get in there and give it a go. And I was actually
Pestily.
amazed how easily you can see people through trees at distance. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's crash it.
It's at a
Retro Gamer Girl.
and really looking forward to seeing what the guys have set up in here. So, stay tuned.
The winner is Pestily.
First and foremost, I'd just quickly like to thank my fiance, Kikali, Christina. She's been absolutely amazing throughout the whole time. It's been an absolutely amazing year for me, and holy crap. Twitch chat, I know you're going nuts right now saying probably creator. He's an absolutely amazing streamer as well. Amazing year for him too, and everyone else in that category. There's a lot of really good streamers. I'd like to thank Table 16, absolutely amazing table. And thank you for everyone that supported me throughout all this journey. My community in particular, they're absolutely amazing. And Australian Games Awards for putting on this really cool event. Thank you.
This next award is a big one. It's for Creator of the Year. This award is for the best Australian content creator across all platforms, including but not limited to YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch. Your 10 finalists are it's Barjo.
Get
Deligracy.
One, I've been waiting for this game pack to come out for what feels like an eternity, and I'm so excited to share.
So let's get into the questions.
I am Fall from Grace.
How long have you had your gaming setup? So I didn't just go out and buy my entire gaming setup. It's something that I've accumulated over the years.
Damn it, I tried.
James Turner.
I was trying to do the intro of a video. Oh, now you're here too. All right, bye. Oh, okay, well, I see what the...
Bot of a player right here.
Lachlan.
Is currently a world record holder for the most kills in a squads game of Fortnite on PC. So obviously I couldn't do this all by myself.
Are you ready for sick?
Laserbeam.
Well, I don't know. Are you ready for some good?
The game because they invited me to play their creative
Loser Fruit
that is coming out soon. So that is what is in this video because only a select few of us got to play.
Check out all the new cosmetics, all the new items, which
Muselk.
things includes everything from vehicle skins, weapon skins, obviously brand new
going
kind
up
of
against him, it'll be a nice battle.
The Master Bucks.
PSV, and then we'll probably play this round of 16 game against Spurs in the Carabao Cup as well. If the Manchester United game...
I didn't see it. Did I miss
And
it?
Vondel.
Was it... Who killed me? I missed it. Damn it! Was it when it zoomed in when they...
The winner is... It's James Turner, the Sim Supply.
I just want to say thank you to my mom. She's fantastic. That's all. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Well, that was very nice.
With no laws, no government, we can do whatever we want. Consider Rage 2 for best post-apocalyptic Western game.
We now move over to competitive gaming with 5 award categories for esports. This award is for Organisation of the Year, representing the best esports organisation across all of Australia in the past 12 months. Your finalists are...
We just sort of
Chiefs Esports Club.
crashed a little bit, but you know those kind of things happen. It's always a pleasure.
Finishing top 8 at Invitational took.
Fnatic.
It's probably over 100 hours that we spent.
Greyhound Gaming.
Yes, you can. That's a fourth one. Oh!
Mind Freak.
Derek Strokes coming out this morning as well. Fire comes through. Riz Russ with a double kill.
Tainted Minds. And your winner is... Fnatic. I'd now like to welcome to the stage Ruby Hart.
Please welcome to the stage, Ruby Hart.
Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be surrounded by so many inspirational people. I'll be presenting Play of the Year. We all love that clutch play, crazy ace and an epic gank. The Play of the Year celebrates the memorable and sometimes insane moments in esports this year. Your finalists are Aces 1v4 Clutch, CJ RLCS Walkout, Dexter's Ninja Defense, Riz Raz's Match Point Clutch from the Six Masters 2018. Tainted Minds beating Optic Gaming 3-2 in the Pro League.
5-1. Winning 6-5. Tainted Minds. They are disgusting. What?
And your winner is Aces 1v4 Clutch. welcome Hex back to the stage.
Oh, it's a long way to go. This next award is for Esports Personality of the Year. This is for the caster or host across Australian esports that you guys love the most. These are your finalists. Ben Green. Jordan Elfish Guy Mays. Michelle Mannering. Miles Ross. Vandy. And your winner is... Oh, get on up here, Miles Ross.
And now that I'm here, I just want to quickly thank...
Oh, wait.
give me joke, Freddy King. Thank you very much. Thank you!
That was sneaky. Very sneaky. This next award is for Team of the Year. We've already celebrated the best esports organisation, but now we turn our attention to the individual teams. Here are your finalists for Best Team across Australia in 2018. Fnatic, Rainbow Six Siege. Greyhound, CSGO. Justice Esports, Rocket League.
Seconds left.
Tainted Minds, Call of Duty.
Stop the plane and get out. You gotta go. Nimble trying to get it. He finds TJ. Knows the other players on bomb. Has a nade. Might be able to get
Done a pretty good job so far.
The Chiefs, Rocket League. And the winner is Fnatic, Rainbow Six Siege. This next award is for Player of the Year. This award is to honour the individuals in competitive gaming that have truly put Australian esports on the map. Here are your finalists for Player of the Year. AGAs Fnatic. Drippe. Futwiz Jamie. Magnet Fnatic. Scott Custer Kennedy. And your winner is... Hot Whiz Jamie. So this next award is for the Best Australian Developed Game. These are our final awards for the evening, the ones that we all feel pretty close to. And this award is for the Best Australian Developed title to be released in 2018. And this can include titles that were previously released in early access, but had their main release this year. So 2018 has continued a long tradition of wonderfully crafted Australian games, and honestly, any one of these top 10 could take home tonight's award. Here are your finalists. An Aspie Life. Damsel. Death Squared. Florence. Hand of Fate 2. Hollow Knight.
Are you still there?
Infliction.
I'm dispatching a patrol car and...
Paperbark. Stormboy. The Gardens Between. And your winner is... Hollow Knight. So as we mentioned earlier, Team Cherry can't be here with us tonight, but they have sent us this very special message from Adelaide.
Hey everyone, I'm William. And I'm Ari. We're back here at Team Cherry HQ. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it to the Australian Games Awards this year.
No, but we did want to say thank you so much to everyone who supported us and supported Hollow Knight. And for the award, we're obviously really honoured, especially amongst such amazing titles as the ones that were presented and came out throughout this year. We actually played a lot of them and have a lot of respect for those studios and those developers.
Yeah, so we hope you have a really good night, and hopefully we'll catch you all there next year. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
So this is our final award, and it's one that I'm sure you've all been looking forward to. It's for Game of the Year. I'll let you know as well, the winner of this award can make a speech. Yeah. Pressure, better be a good one. Now, I feel like I've said, what a stellar year for games so many times throughout my career, and yet, what a stellar year for games. I mean, there were just so many hits and so few misses. And probably best of all is the very conversation that we have this time of year when it comes to a close as we state our case for which we thought was the best game of all. But here are your 2018 AGAs Game of the Year Final 10. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Detroit, Become Human.
Place where it all started, and it will all end.
Fallout 76.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
Fortnite.
Hold there, twice.
God of War.
Who there do they call to me?
Feels like the end of the world.
Marvel's Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
Out.
Monster Hunter World.
Stay.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Stay with me.
Yeah.
Super Mario Party. And the winner is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Thank you very much for this award. I'm happy to accept it on behalf of all of the entire Rockstar Games team who worked incredibly hard on this title. It means a great deal, obviously coming from the community who voted on this awards. I'd like to thank Joel and the trade media team for putting on this event. Thank you. And lastly, I'd just like to take this opportunity to just ask, has anyone seen my mate Gavin?
Well, thank you so much to everyone for being a part of tonight's celebration of games. This includes everyone in this room, everyone watching on Twitch or following online, and to everyone who cast their vote. Never before have we had an event that celebrates so many facets of the Australian gaming community, and I know these awards will only continue to grow and evolve as our industry does too. Thank you all for coming, for your enthusiasm, especially that guy, and for your kind acknowledgement of all the finalists and winners tonight. I know that means the world to them too. I'd like to say a final thank you to our absolutely amazing sponsors, Bethesda, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, Turtle Beach, and 4Gamers, to our retail partner, EB Games, and our media partner, Press Start, and to Joel for all his hard work putting on this incredible night. My name is Stephanie Bendixson, and it's been an absolute honour to be here with you all. Thank you so much, and good night.
Defy the odds a little. I'm in demand. Dropping the borders in. Breaking the orders, man. I'm on a jet plane. Onto the new age. Showing them everything, anything. I'm on adrenaline, new page. Where the connectors in. Where the projectors in. My heart is pumping 1,000 miles per hour. Game on. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level. We're on another level. My head is thumping 1,000 miles per hour. Game on. We're on another level. We're on another level.
latest ass-kicking champions!